Hey, Audrey. You there?
What, Paul?
Are we going to use this music for this whole season as well?
I hope not.
Stop it. Let's go with some new music.
I agree.
This is Viterbi Voices, your chance to hear stories about research, classes, student life, and more.
Directly from our students, faculty, and other members of our engineering community. All right here at the USC Viterbi School of Engineering.
That's a little bit better. Welcome back into Viterbi Voices. This is episode
119,
and this is the kickoff to season 5.
120.
120. We almost had it right. Oh, well, it wouldn't be Viterbi Voices and an intro if we didn't mess it up.
That's okay.
Well, welcome back into Viterbi Voices. This is episode 120 and the kickoff to season 5.
Yeah.
And your first official episode as host.
Yes, so exciting.
For those who don't know, introduce yourself. Maybe people only know Rhea.
Yes, for those of you who only know Rhea, I am Audrey. Worked with Rhea last year. I'm a junior now, studying mechanical engineering here at USC with a minor in future cinema. And I'm really excited to be the co-host of the podcast this season.
Yeah, that's awesome. And as always, my name is Paul Ledesma, Director of Undergraduate Admission here at the USC Viterbi School of Engineering. With season 5, this is a landmark thing. This is the 5th year that we're going into our podcast. For those of you that don't know, we're very excited because we're playing with a whole new podcast studio equipment setup thing. And we're literally we took it out of the box and we're playing with it today. So
Yeah.
Hopefully you like it. And season 5 will be the kickoff of our new kind of intro. And this intro was brought to us by Jacob. Do you want to tell everybody about Jacob?
Yeah, so Jacob is someone we met actually when I was studying abroad last summer in Florence, and Paul was there as well. And he's a super cool guy. He's studying computer science here, but is really passionate about music and podcasts. So he brought us this new intro, and it's awesome. It's super
Jacob
fun.
Dormuth, and he's a senior this year?
Yeah.
Senior this year, and so he'll be graduating. So thank you, Jacob, for the theme music. It is awesome, and it will live on at least 5 years. I mean, I think it's a lot of fun. It's really cool. And so season 5, we've got lots of things planned. This is kind of the intro teaser. We've got some episodes that'll be coming up. Of course, we'll be bringing in lots of faculty. We'll be bringing in a number of different students. This year, we're also going to be doing some alumni episodes with various alumni that are around the world, because we'll get them to call in because of our new little fancy features here. So we can do phone call interviews, and it's going to be more of the same but more better, if that makes any sense. What do you think, Audrey?
Yeah, I agree. I think there are a lot of great things about the podcast right now. It really helps students learn about USC, but I think we're looking forward to telling some different stories this year with different people, and just to really make sure we get a variety of stories in there. That's really important to me and a priority for me, so I'm looking forward to that. Fantastic.
It's good to have you on board, and I'm excited to see what you're doing, especially with obviously your service angle and impact, and it's going to be some really cool things. If this is your first time joining us on the podcast, recognize that we try to put out an episode every week or two. We're not exactly regular on that, but we'll shoot to be as more regular as we possibly can. And the stories are always about just what's going on here at the Viterbi School of Engineering. That could be a faculty member talking about their background and why and how they got into what they're doing here in teaching engineering, and discussing their research areas and the classes that they teach. We'll have our current students on to talk about their life and their background, different levels of involvement, student organizations, design teams, clubs. The whole point is that as you listen to multiple episodes, you really get a nice kind of feel for what's happening here at the engineering school. And given that we're broadcasting this for our community here, so that they can understand what's going on, but also for prospective students, we will have different announcements that'll happen related to admission, related to the application process, and just some tips and pointers as we go throughout this whole season. This is obviously the end of August for 2019. We're about to kick off the recruiting cycle for fall 2020. And fall 2020, for those of you that are seniors in high school that'll be graduating in 2020, if you haven't started already, the Common application is live. You can go in and start your file at Common App, and you can list USC as one of the schools that you're applying to. That you don't have to start working on the application yet, but just listing that would be good, because then we know you're there and we can start sending you more information about your major and about information that's happening. We have a number of different events that will be going on throughout the next couple months, both on campus and off campus. We'll be going around the country and around the world to various cities, holding different events to talk about USC, the admission process, and in almost all of those cities, one of our staff here in the Viterbi School of Engineering will be representing, speaking about the engineering school, about the majors, and basically just getting you answers to the questions that you need. Audrey, real quick, you earlier talked about a minor in future cinema.
Yes.
Have you said this before? Is this new?
No. I've had it for a while. I took my first class for it last semester. Actually, before we started messing around with our new podcasting equipment, though, I came from a class for my minor, and it's super cool because it's a 3D modeling class,
Really?
but a totally different application than what we do in engineering. So I'm taking engineering 3D modeling classes, and then one's for my future cinema minor. And so it's kind of interesting to see sort of a creative application of a somewhat similar software. Yeah, it's super fun. Our cinema school is obviously incredible, and it's really just cool to be a part of that community, quite honestly, and have those connections. I
That's
think.
great. You get to be able to study mechanical engineering and not be limited and be able to take other courses. It's what we call Engineering Plus, and it's good to hear that you're realizing the full potential of that.
Yeah, and I think that's a super important thing for people to think about as they sort of start applying to schools, especially if you know you're interested in engineering specifically. Look at what else could be enriching, what else can contribute to your value as an engineer, because engineering is thinking creatively.
Mm-hmm.
And I know for me, when I was a senior in high school, that's what I was looking for a place where I could still sort of feel that vibrancy, even though I would be taking a lot of pure math and science.
Right.
So, and I felt that at USC. So.
Cool. So episode 120, this was just a little teaser just to get you ready for the season. We'll have a couple of other episodes that will come up toward the end of this next week, and some more exciting stuff. So
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, thanks for joining us, and check out 121 coming soon.
Yes, definitely.